Dear students, I am Mohan Raman Naik, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government Postgraduate College, Karwar. In this video, I want to explain the compensation management. It is a topic in subject Human Resource Management, become third semester. In compensation management, now I want to explain the factors affecting the compensation, or it is also called determinants of pay structure. So let us discuss one by one what are the factors affecting the compensation. So in every organization that all the points should be taken into consideration while fixing the suitable wage policy. If they neglect the factors, they very difficult to maintain the compensation policy. So first of all, now I am explain the various factors affecting the compensation. First one, demand for and supply of labor. So when the payment of wages and salary depend upon demand for and supply of labor. If the labors are in short supply and if there is a great demand for the workers, if there is a labors are in short supply and then there is a great demand for the workers. Great demand for the workers' wages tends to be high. So demand for the workers' wages tend to be high. And if the labors are in excess supply and if there is a less demand for the workers' wages tend to be more. So this is a important factors affecting the compensation policy. Second one is prevailing wage rate. So this is another factors that will be considered for adopting the suitable wage plan. Prevailing wage rate in a particular locality also influence on compensation to be payable to employees. So wage rate in a particular locality will be different in different places. So therefore that rate will be considered while fixing the compensation system. Therefore, while fixing the wages, prevailing wage rate in the particular industry or location should be considered to avoid wage disparities. So in order to avoid wage disparities, so prevailing wage rate in near locality or in near company or near organization will be considered for a suitable wage plan. Next, third one is high cost of living. So cost of living differ from region to region. So therefore, while fixing the wages for the workers, cost of living of workers should be considered and provision should be made to compensate the high cost of living by offering dearness allowance, city compensatory allowance. So if the cost of living will be high, we have to give more wages or more salary will be given to compensate the higher wages by way of giving dearness allowance, by way of giving city compensatory allowance, etc. So this is one of the most important factor while framing the suitable wage plan. Then fourth one, employee union. So or it is also called trade union. Employees union also influence on wage and salary. If the union is strong, and well organized, their bargaining power will also be high, who will in turn demand higher wages. Therefore, wage administration should consider type of labor union prevailing in the organization. So, organization cannot neglect the demand for trade union. So, trade union demands higher wages. If the trade union demands higher wages, the organization also give more wages to employees in order to satisfy the employees and trade union. Then fifth one is job requirement. If the job is difficult to do and requires high skill and expert knowledge, demand for wages will be automatically high. On the other hand, if the job is simple and does not need expert knowledge for its operation, wages tend to be low. So, job requirement will be considered in fixing the suitable wage plan. If the job is difficult to do, require high skill and expert knowledge, the organization give more wages. And if the job is simple, then organization give low wages. So this will be job requirement will be considered. It is another factors affecting the compensation system. Next, sixth one, ability to pay. Organization with good financial background and enjoying high rate of profit are in a position to pay high wages and salary to its employees. Organization enjoying irregular profit or incurring heavy loss may have to offer low wages. So this ability to pay will be considered while fixing the wage plan. So if the organization is good financial condition and enjoying a high rate of profit, if the organization get more profit, they able to give more wages and they pay more wages and salaries to its employees. If the organization is under loss or irregular profit, they may have to offer low wages. So ability to pay will be considered while forming the wage plan. Then last one, seventh, government regulation. In order to protect the interest of workers working especially in an unorganized sectors, government frames rules and regulation relating to payment of minimum wages, dearness allowance, bonus, etc. And organization cannot violate such rules. Therefore, government rules should also be considered while framing and adopting a wage plan. So, the government rules and regulation will be considered. For example, to pay the minimum wages to all the employees, there is no wage disparities, dearness allowance, bonus. So there are certain government rules and regulations will be followed in forming and adopting the wage plan. So these are the factors affecting the compensation. So I thanks all for watching the video. Thank you one and all.